finally figured it out. I figured out how to tap into my school bus diesel tank. This took me a lot of research to try and figure out, so hopefully this video can save you some time. I have owned a few school buses and converted them. I'm learning more and more as I go. This is a 2007 Bluebird, but I think this process is going to be the same for most school buses. So most school buses have a fuel hatch, so or an access hatch inside. So here's my tank on the driver's side. So you most likely have a hatch in there. What I did was I looked up under. I could see a hatch underneath, so I was able to confirm that I had one. At first, I thought there's no way, because I would notice a hatch going to my tank, my diesel tank. So I've been working on this a little bit, and as you can see, it was pretty hidden at first. So my diesel tank is right here, and the access hatch for this school bus is right here. So once I saw this crease, I lifted it up, and then I had my hatch right there. So gaining access to the tank was actually really easy once I knew it was there. I had to have multiple people tell me because I didn't trust them, but in fact I did have a hatch. There's bolted down a bunch. This is my hatch, and then this is my tank. And as you can see, I have an unused port. I'm just gonna try and use this light to show you an unused port right here. So I can unscrew that and tap into the tank that way. I'll keep you updated on the progress. Super stoked. I think this is a better way. A couple other things I learned is that it's not necessarily a bad move to use the tank provided by the company. It's easy, it's quick. You got to figure out how you want to mount it and fill it. That's a good move, I think, most of the time. The main reason is because it's cheaper. When you're on the road, you use diesel that's taxed and expensive. When you're just using it to heat things, you don't need to pay the road tax. So you can get cheaper, I believe it's called red diesel, at like equipment places. It's not sold at every gas station, but you can get it at a few places. So the reason I want to tap into the tank is because I want to be able to boondock for a long period of time. I don't mind paying a little extra if I get a little bit more convenience out of that. I don't really want to mount a tank and having to fill it up and go back and forth. It'd be nice to fill up this tank and be done with it. So that's the reason I'm going this direction. But depending on your project and what you're doing, you might want to consider just using the tank they provide. It's probably easier. You just got to do a little bit more engineering. But if you have a school bus, that's one way you can tap into the tank. I think that's the best way. I wouldn't do the fuel lines, tap it into the fuel lines. And if you're going to drill into the tank, use high temperature grease to catch all the fillings, because you're going to be better off that way. Thanks.